So here's a extension, right? So I just came up with this. So we're gonna see how it works out. So um, once you feel comfortable that you are approaching pretty high success rate when it comes to the expressions of the last two videos, you can start to go deeper, extend their thinking. You can do this to review, go back a step. I mean, this is just it's an extension. So all I did was I took the vocabulary that I thought was the most important with what we just talked about, and I'll put it on sticky notes. I could have put it on note cards. Just something kind of engaging, So there's my words, right? And however you want to do this, you could turn it over, you could flip these over, you could stick them on the wall, right? If you stuck them on the wall, have them pin the tail in the I mean, there's so many ways you can make it random. And this was, 50 cents, right? Didn't have to download anything, didn't need a computer. So anyway, so here are my vocabulary words, right? So let's pretend, right? I don't know how we want to do this. Maybe, let me do spinner. Okay. Genius mentioned the sticky note, and there you go. Okay. So, boom. All right. Looks like we got divisor. Okay, so there's our word. Pop it on here. Okay, put it down there. There we go. And I want to connect it to something that we just went over, right? So, and you're gonna have to build up and see where the student's at. Some students are ready to take on the vocabulary at a fifth grade level. Some need to kind of build up to it, talk about it, think about it, and then build some understanding. The great thing about these activities is they're open-ended. They are a step away from what math normally is in most worksheets, etc., independent practice. So I think it takes the pressure off, right? And it really makes the kid think. So anyway, back to the word divisor, right? So I got my word. I don't have an expo, so this is never in a million years thought I would not have any expos around. Okay, so what I would have done is just I put that in a slip sleeve and have some expos, right? But I'm gonna make sure I connect it to something we just did. Let's do 1/4. Let's make it an expression divided by 6, right? So we're not solving, okay? And this isn't, you put it somewhere where you can see it, right? Boom. And then you're gonna roll your dice. Now, I don't know why I have these two little random dice. I have no idea where they came from. But you can do dice. They got the foam dice that are cool. You can get on the computer, and they have dice generators on the computer. But it's just fun to have some dice. There I rolled 2. See, we just need 1 dice there. So let's try that again. 4. Okay, so 4 is a quick sketch, right? So I'm gonna take my word, divisor, make sure I'm trying to make connections to the expression on a 5th grade level, and I'm gonna create a quick sketch, right? A quick sketch is like a quick graffiti, and it can be anything the student is able to produce, as long as they're trying to make some sort of connection, right? As long as it is connecting to these two things, whether on a very basic level. I even tell students, if you just want to sketch 1/4 divided by 6 and rewrite the divisor, do something to engage with what's going on, right? We'll build up to going a little deeper. They get stuck because there's no right answer, right? Which is why this is so much fun, okay? So I'm gonna just kind of go, let's see, quick sketch with divisor. After doing the videos, top of my head, right? I'm horrible at W's, okay. Let's get that W a little more. Right? Okay, so there's my connection, right? And I can go a little deeper, and now I can make another connection to the vocabulary word and say, hey, you know what? I know what a divisor is. It's what we're dividing by. So there's my divisor, right? There's my divisor right there, okay? And when my divisor is a whole number, I know my answer, if my first number is a fraction, it's going to always end up being some sort of fraction, okay? So very simple, right? And I feel good about that. Add color to it, right? Come back to it later. You can use it to introduce something you're doing for the day and then use it to close out. But definitely did some thinking. The vocabulary is so important. It's called rock and roll vocabulary math. You do it enough, add some music in, you can compete with each other. Two people rolling dice at the same time. Lots of stuff you can do with that. But there you go, rock and roll vocabulary for you.